seats. We're about to start our forum. Thank you so much, dear guests. Please, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Please be seated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 50th anniversary of the International Center for Land Policy Studies and Training. Today is also the grand opening for Taiwan Land Policy Forum. So, welcome to Taiwan! Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming to Taiwan. Now, again, a very warm welcome to all our distinguished guests. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. We're really very honored to have all of you here today. Now, our forum, we give special thanks to our Council of Agriculture, we give special thanks to our Ministry of Interior, we give special thanks to our Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and of course, our members of the Diplomatic Corps. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, we have so many international alumni joining us here today. Overseas scholars, they are from the countries of Indonesia. Where are you? All right, a big delegation from Indonesia. From Malaysia. Over there, terima kasih. And our friends from Vietnam. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Cảm ơn. And our friends from India. Thank you for joining us. Our friends from Thailand. Sadika. Thank you for joining us. And of course, our good friends from the Philippines. It is always more fun in the Philippines. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, without further ado, please join me in welcoming our host for the organizers report. Our host is the ICLPST Art Director, Dr. Jack Guisen Xu. 主任好。
I don't know, it's an amazing start. Minister Lin, Minister Ye, Secretary General Chai, honorable guests, all ambassadors and the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
It is my great honor to have you all and share with you this significant moment in the history of the ICLPST, the International Center of the Land Policy Study and Training. Established at Taoyuan in 1968. It is an automatic and non-profit international organization joint sponsored by the Council of Agriculture of the Republic of China and the Lincoln Institute of the Land Policy, United States. Its object is to provide the training and the research opportunity for government officials, professionals, and others interested in the land and tax policies, agriculture, and rural development. In 1969, we conducted the first section. Up to now, 450 training courses has been conducted, drawing almost 18,000 participants from 132 countries. To celebrate this milestone, we are honored to hold this 50th anniversary celebrations. Today, we heartily welcome the return of our alumni from everywhere. They once called the ICRT their home away from home. Over the year, we have witnessed your success in your career. We are proud of you and cherish your friendship. Our celebration, including the grand opening, the Foreign on Taiwan Land Policy Imposed Land Fund, Reformed Arrow, and the banquet tonight. The room next by is a devote to the highlighting ICLPST history and showcasing the memorability offered by the participants from 137th and 138th regular section. You are welcome to enjoy them at your pace. I would like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to all our supervisors, including the ROC site, the Council of Agriculture, the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Interior, and the National Development Council, the U.S. side, the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy, especially Dr. Lincoln, David Lincoln, and his daughter, Kathleen Jo Lincoln. My thanks also go to various government agencies and the research institute, who was hosting participant visits and generously share their valuable experience. Certainly, the professor and the participant input also deserves our praise and thanks. Your support is indispensable to our success in the past, now, and the future. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy all the activity. Thank you for you all for your gracious presence. Thank you again.
And we thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Jack Shi, our host, director of ICLPST. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we would like to show you a very special video clip. This is a trip down memory lane. It takes you back through the 50 years of our center, a retrospective video clip. Please, VCR.
The Republic of China Taiwan, an island nation in the Pacific, has enjoyed astonishing economic performance thanks to the diligence of its people and to a comprehensive land policy. These laid a solid foundation for economic development. A number of land reforms were enacted starting in 1949. These ushered in great changes to the agrarian society, spurring agricultural production and improving farmers' income. Not only farming villages, but Taiwan as a whole began to prosper. The world began to notice Taiwan's success. At the 1966 World Conference on Land Reform, hosted by the Food and Agriculture Organization, Taiwan's presentation was praised by many nations. The representative of the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy in attendance said that Taiwan's actions were worthy of emulation and that they were in line with Sun Yat-sen's ideas on equal rights to land, and meant a realization of Henry George's single tax theory, namely that a land tax would reduce economic inequality. To share Taiwan's land reform experience with the world, the Land Reform Training Institute, LRTI, was founded in 1968 by the ROC government and the Lincoln Institute. The LRTI trained mainly land administration, agricultural policy, taxation, and urban planning officials from Southeast Asia. As the scope of training broadened, and with changing global trends, the Institute was rechristened in 2000 as the International Center for Land Policy Studies and Training. The center is a global platform that shares Taiwan's experiences and promotes land policy and agricultural development. the center provides training and research opportunities to officials and professionals from all over the world in the areas of land, agriculture, tax policy, and rural and urban development. This empowers them to craft constructive policies that lead to economic prosperity in a peaceful, democratic fashion. In the 21st century, the center continues to expand the scope of its training opportunities. With the government's full support, the center is expanding international cooperation and training opportunities that have borne much fruit. Since 1969, the center has started to conduct core international training courses to share policy concepts in land, agriculture, and taxation, as well as the Taiwan experience. During the period 2000 to 2005, the training scope had expanded to agriculture-related training courses for local participants, leading up to the Council of Agriculture's recognition of the center as an authorized agricultural educational training institute. Since 1977, the center has started to hold international symposia and overseas alumni workshops. Since the 1980s, the center has actively sought international cooperation to conduct land and agriculture-related projects as commissioned by foreign governments, including countries such as Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, Saudi Arabia, etc. Dr. David C. Lincoln served for 50 years to promote ties with Taiwan and remained interested in Taiwan's land and tax policies. He also used the Lincoln Institute's resources and experience to promote international cooperation and personnel training. For his efforts, Dr. Lincoln was honored with multiple awards. The center has established a clear-cut organization to allow for smooth operations. It consists of a board of directors, an executive committee, and an administrative office. The board of directors defines the center's policy, sets the general direction for operations, drafts the annual plan, and approves the annual budget and final accounting. It consists of 10 members, 5 each from the U.S. and Taiwan. The chair and co-chair are appointed by the ROC Council of Agriculture and the Lincoln Institute. Taiwan's board members are from the Council of Agriculture, the National Development Council, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of the Interior, and academia. The U.S. board members are scholars selected by the Lincoln Institute. The Executive Committee oversees training programs and drafts the annual budget. It also hires instructors and selects participants. The Administrative Office consists of a training division and an administrative division. It handles day-to-day operations and implements programs. The center is located in the booming transportation hub of Taoyuan, Taiwan's 6th special municipality. It's just 20 minutes from the nation's foremost airport and only 40 minutes from the Taipei metropolis. Seated behind a spacious courtyard, the center houses a conference room, classrooms, computer room, dormitory, dining room, common room, a laundry room, and a gym, among other facilities. It also features an outdoor basketball volleyball court and rest area. The entire center features free Wi-Fi. While at the center, students can enjoy time together and relax when not engaged in intensive classwork. The International Center for Land Policy Studies and Training has 3 major goals: to train land and agriculture professionals from all over the world, to create an international platform for cooperation and exchanges, and to share Taiwan's experiences as a way of giving back to the world. The center hosts many training courses open to government officials, professionals, and others interested in land and tax policy, agriculture policy, and urban and rural development. Courses are 2 to 4 weeks in length and are taught by well-known Taiwanese and foreign scholars. Participants also have the chance to visit government offices, research institutes, and farmers' associations. This gives them a comprehensive understanding of Taiwan's agricultural and land policies, and of its rich cultural and natural heritage. Since its establishment, the center has trained over 17,000 participants from more than 130 countries. The participants not only make good use of what they learn from the course to benefit their country and people, but also help advance Taiwan's cause on its behalf in the international arena. The center hosts regular symposia to build its image as an international platform for cooperation and exchanges. Here, scholars from around the world gather in Taiwan to exchange opinions. During training sessions, participants share how their countries have handled various issues, giving them real-world experience as well as case studies to draw from. Through international training courses, the center shares Taiwan's experiences and Taiwan's efforts to give back to the international community. Participants can apply their newfound knowledge and improve their nation's agriculture, land, tax, and rural and urban development policies. In the half-century since its founding, the center has grown steadily. It has built a strong foundation, and with each milestone reached and each turn in the road, it has left a noteworthy record.
We have participants from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, from South America, from North America, and they bring their experiences here and share them. I truly believe it makes the world a smaller place. I believe we've become much more knowledgeable, much more able to use the knowledge that each one of us has and share it with so many others.
I believe that Taiwan has a unique instrument here to make worldwide friends for Taiwan and for the Taiwanese government. I would say it's a unique asset they have to create friendship all over the world. I hope that this is recognized and continued and intensified and maybe even enlarged.
It's always a very strong growing up for them. A very, it's a changing of levels.
The International Center here is one of the few that has been able to maintain its program dating back to the early period, and of course changing with the changing needs and the new needs of the participants. So it really is guided by what it is that the participants are going through in terms of their own work with their governments and with their universities around the world.
As time has passed, Taiwan has grown from an agrarian economy into an industrial power known for high-tech products and precision machinery. Land policy has been adjusted to fit the times. As an important global land policy training and research institute, the International Center for Land Policy Studies and Training will continue to act as a platform for the sharing of professional knowledge on and experience with land and agriculture policy. It will help train participating countries' officials in land and agriculture through sharing Taiwan's experiences in land policy and rural development as a way to give back to the international community. It will also share Taiwan's public and private sector agricultural developments and achievements with course participants to improve Taiwan's global image.
Happy anniversary, ICLPST! Feliz aniversario! Happy anniversary. Joyeux anniversaire.
Happy anniversary. Feliz cumpleaños. Bon anniversaire.
Happy anniversary สุขสันต์ครบรอบ 50 ปีนะคะ
Selamat menyambut ulang tahun kepada ICLPST daripada kami dari Malaysia.
Happy anniversary. Srećna godišnjica.
Happy anniversary. Feliz aniversario.
Happy anniversary. Kutluyorum sizi ve herkesi buradaki.
Happy anniversary. 生日快乐。
50 years of International Center for Land Policy Studies and Training, and we are still going on strong. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we are very honored to have so many distinguished guests joining us here today, and they're here to support us. So, let us welcome Minister from the Council of Agriculture, 我们欢迎农委会主委林聪贤林主委. Ladies and gentlemen, Minister Lin, Council of Agriculture, Minister Lin Congxian.
内政部叶部长，我们外交部的蔡祖密，来自印尼的布迪总司长，还有林肯学会的凯撒琳林肯女士，我们土测中心台媒各位理事，各位驻台的各位大使，各位女士，各位先生，大家早。
Minister Ye of the Ministry of Interior, and Director General Dr. Budi Sitomorang from Indonesia, and Ms. Catherine Lincoln of the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy of USA, and board members of Taiwan and also the United States of ICLPST, professors, alumni, dear participants from all over the world, thank you for coming and good morning.
诚如刚刚威西亚所介绍，我们今天共同来见证，也一起来庆祝美国林肯土地政策学会跟土测中心共同举办的50周年庆，以及台湾土地政策论坛研讨会。本人非常荣幸，代表我们农委会全体的同仁一起来表示祝贺之意。
I'm very honored to represent the Council of Agriculture to deliver this speech at the ICLPST's 50th anniversary, and also on the forum of Taiwan's land policy in the post-land reform era, which is jointly conducted by the Lincoln Institute and the ICLPST.
首先，我要感谢土测中心过去50年来对台湾土地改革跟农业发展的贡献，以及提升台湾跟各国实质关系的重大贡献。
First of all, I would like to thank the ICLPST for its very significant contributions to Taiwan's land reform and agricultural development in the past 50 years, and also to the enhancement of the substantive relationship between Taiwan and other countries.
土测中心在1968年由中华民国政府跟林肯土地政策学会共同发起成立，以台湾土地改革与政策经验，配合国际间土地跟农业相关重要的议题，办理训练课程，培训国际相关领域的重要人才。
The ICLPST was jointly established in the year 1968 by the ROC government and the Lincoln Institute. Now, basing on Taiwan's land reform experience and international land and agricultural issues, the ICLPST, we conduct training courses in related fields for international participants.
到目前为止，已经有来自132国、17789位学员来到台湾参加培训的课程，对于人力资源培育、农业技术的交流与国际合作网络的建立，成效极为卓著，同时也助于提升台湾土地政策跟农业发展的专业化，以及强化台湾回馈国际社会全球化与国际化的形象。
And up to now, a total of 17,789 participants from over 132 countries have already attended the training courses right here in Taiwan. The results are very outstanding and help to improve Taiwan's land policies and agricultural development, and also reflecting Taiwan's determination to give back to the international community.
台湾土地改革改善了土地利用效率以及所得的分配，对农业发展有非常深远的影响。
Taiwan's land reform programs improved land use efficiency and income distribution and had a profound impact on agricultural development.
过去，像375减租、土地放领、实施耕者有其田的相关措施，不仅提升农业生产，改善过去佃农生活品质，提高收入，并将土地的资金投入工商业，奠定台湾经济发展的最重要基础。
These land reform programs, they not only increased agricultural production, improved farmers' life quality and income, but also channeled capital into industry and commerce, and thus laid the foundations for Taiwan's economic development.
随着产业发展跟结构的改变，农村劳力的外流，造成农业劳动力短缺的问题。台湾依据产业发展的情形，持续推动一系列的农业跟土地的改革方案。
In response to these structural changes in this process, such as the loss and shortage of rural labor, Taiwan has continued with a series of agricultural and farmland reform programs.
我们希望透过这一次的土地政策的论坛，以各国的贵宾、专家学者共同分享台湾经验，也希望进一步促进政策交流。相信各位今天一定会有丰富的收获。
So, we hope that through this forum here today, we may share the Taiwan experience and exchange our views and ideas. So, I believe all of you will certainly have a very abundant harvest here today.
本人也要借土策中心成立50周年的这个时间，代表中华民国政府，向我们已故的大卫林肯博士致上最崇高的敬意跟谢意。
On behalf of the ROC government, I would like to pay my dearest respect and express my dearest gratitude to the late Dr. David Lincoln.
林肯博士是中心的创始理事之一，长期以来，林肯土地政策学会奠定支持我国积极参与跟协助土策中心发展，为提升开发中国家能力建构贡献心力，促进各国乡村发展以及农民的福祉。
Dr. David Lincoln, he's one of the founding board members of the ICLPST. And together with the Lincoln Institute, he has long been firmly supportive of our country. He actively participated in ICLPST's development and fully devoted himself to building up the capacity of developing countries to improve their rural development and farmers' welfare.
林肯博士一生无私奉献，虽然已经不在我们的身旁，但他对我国农业跟外交上面的贡献，我国政府跟国际社会将永难忘怀。
Dr. Lincoln has worked tirelessly and devoted his full life to this cause. Not with us now, his contributions to our agriculture and diplomacy, however, will never be forgotten by our government and also by the international community.
我们当然也特别谢谢林肯博士的千金凯撒琳·林肯女士，特别代表她的父亲今天来接受我们的表扬。
And we thank Madame Catherine Lincoln to come here today to accept our tribute to Dr. David Lincoln.
当然，土策中心的成功也要归功我们所有中方的理事以及所有代表我们外交部、内政部以及国家发展委员会 我们相关部会的共同努力，仅此致上我们最高的谢意。
And of course, certainly, the success of the ICLPST is also attributed to the concerted efforts of the ROC board members and to the ministries that they represent, including the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of the Interior, and the National Development Council. We would like to express our deepest gratitude to them.
最后，我要庆祝今天所有的活动圆满成功。今天来自所有国际的所有的这个国际的外宾来到台湾一定都行程非常的丰富，大家回去以后都能够平安喜乐。
And I would like to thank all the international participants for coming here to join us. And please take home our best wishes. So in the end, I would like to wish the 50th anniversary celebration a grand success and wishing you all, our distinguished guests, success in your career. Blessings to your family.
Thank you so much.
And we thank Minister Lin. Thank you so much, Minister Lin, for your wonderful blessings and words. 谢谢诸位. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, and now please join me in welcoming the Ministry of Interior, Minister Ye Junrong. 掌声欢迎我们内政部部长叶俊荣叶部长。部长好。
Chair of the Board, Catherine, Lincoln, Minister Lin, Secretary General Chai, ambassadors, representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
It is my greatest honor to join you in the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the International Center of Land Policy Studies and Training. On behalf of the Ministry of the Interior, I would like to pay my greatest respect to the founder, to all the people who made this great center possible and also changed into this time. 50 years, wow. The number 50 to a person, maybe a little bit more than the half of the life expectancy. But to land maybe it is minimum, because land lasts forever. Regardless what kind of property right regime, regulatory system, institution, purposes on land, land would last forever. So it is very, very important for us to take land as something very, very critical to our humanity and development. I recall the New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman once wrote an article saying, whenever anyone asks me which one is my favorite country, he replied, Taiwan, Taiwan, and Taiwan. And he said, why? He explained why. Why are so many countries, they dig so hard into the ground to get resources out, to power up the society for benefit? Taiwanese people couldn't dig anything out of the ground. But Taiwan people dig into their mind. They value education, they value talents, so they try their best to deal with the nature, to be competitive in the world, particularly in the island, with island ecology, very vulnerable to natural disaster, and also very crowded. So they got to find a way out. So land policy is extremely important to Taiwan. And that's why we had land reform in the very beginning, and that has something to do with the inception of this center. But we are confronting lots of challenges, daunting challenges. as a Minister of the Interior, I have to say and also have to confess that we are still working on that, while receiving tremendous challenges from all dimensions. Because it is a growing society and it's a democracy. Not to mention we are facing tremendous international competition from all accounts. Yes, land is very important. And we have lots to do with land policy. Not only about land, but anything grow out of the land. Land is dynamic. Land is not a property only. Land is also a process. Land is also an institution. So in Taiwan, how to describe the dynamics of land development over past decades? Well, I will put it in a more dynamic way. I would say it's a dialectical process. It's a dialogue between local governments and central government, between all sectors of the society, agriculture sector, industrial sector, housing, transportation, education. Lands, while sitting there, receiving lots of requests. Some of the requests are in conflict. So it's up to the government to balance those requests and put those into a process of dialectical nature. In fact, we see lots of top-down policy, like land reform. We consider that as quite a success. But it was done in a regime that is more with strong hand. While in this democracy, as you can observe, the Taiwan society, very violent, pluralistic, people are put on the center. How to come up with land policy? It's not like that. So it's a dialectic terms. So we have land, planning policy. About 2 or 3 years ago, we come up with the land planning laws. And now Ministry of Interior are pushing forward for that. In that plan, we try to protect agricultural land in cooperation with Council of Agriculture. We also try to preserve the land of conservation. We also try to balance between industrial development and also conservation. We launched a comprehensive dialogue in the society. And that is Taiwan. I would like to bring to your attention about Taiwan's experience and policy about land, not only that land reform policy, but also the current ones that has been going on in dynamics. In conclusion, I would like to say this is a great opportunity, again, to take Taiwan as a case with the benefit of the world. People from many societies observe Taiwan maybe from different angles, but I would like to say we have lots to offer, good and bad, challenges and opportunities. The conference, the workshop is going to bring together many experts and specialists, scholars, government officials to talk about this issue. In the end, Taiwan is also a beneficiary. We benefit from this discussion. Again, please stay longer in Taiwan this time. Go to national parks. Go to night markets. Go to the rural fish market or vegetable market. I like to do that in the early morning to feel, the spirit of Taiwan society. And also, don't forget, test all kinds of food, because we are proud of that. With that, I congratulate again, where is the anniversary of the center, and also welcome everybody to Taiwan, and thank you very much.
And we thank you, Minister Ye. Thank you so much for your wonderful words. In conclusion, enjoy Taiwan. Enjoy Taiwan. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Please welcome the Secretary General from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Peter Tsai. With our applause, ladies and gentlemen. Secretary General of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Peter Tsai.
Lin 主任委员 Minister of Agriculture and 叶部长 Minister of the Interior and Dr. Budi Situmo Lang, Director General of Spatial Use Control and Land Tenure of Indonesia, Ms. Catherine Lincoln, Chair of the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy, Excellencies, Ambassadors, and honorable representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a great pleasure to attend this wonderful ceremony marking the 50th anniversary of the founding of the International Center for Land Policy Studies and Training. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of China, Taiwan, I congratulate the Center on reaching this tremendous milestone. With strong support from the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy of the United States and from the government of Taiwan, the Center has made substantial contributions to worldwide social and economic development through training and research programs on land reform, taxation, and rural policy. More than 17,700 people from 132 countries in Asia, Europe, Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean have taken part in its programs. Nearly 1/4 of participants were from partner countries under the new southbound policy. Indeed, many of them are here with us today. We are very happy to welcome you to Taiwan once again. The Center has also played an important role in enhancing Taiwan-US relations. It has long been a model for bilateral cooperation. In particular, we would like to pay tribute to Dr. David Lincoln, a founding board member of the Center. He worked tirelessly as co-chair and board member for 5 decades, dedicating a great part of his life to deepening Taiwan-US relations. With his assistance, numerous officers, scholars, and experts from around the world visited Taiwan for research and training on land reforms. Although Dr. Lincoln is no longer with us today, his legacy lives on. His work for the Center and his friendship towards our country will forever be remembered. On behalf of the government and the people of Taiwan, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude and profound respect to Dr. Lincoln and his family. Thank you very much. In closing, I would like to once again thank the Center for its important contributions to enhancing bilateral cooperation between Taiwan and the US, for its achievements in global land reform and development. I wish it continued success in its future endeavors. Thank you. Terima kasih. Sawadee-ka. 感恩，谢谢。
Thank you so much, Mr. Peter Tsai, Secretary General of Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Thank you for your wonderful words. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Now we're very honored to please welcome representatives of the members of the Diplomatic Corps, Her Excellency, Ambassador from Belize, Ambassador Madame Diana Haylock. With our applause, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Madame. Madame Ambassador.
A very pleasant good morning to everyone here today. Yes. I wish to acknowledge the Council of Agriculture Minister, and I won't try and say your name, Minister, because I still have difficulties with the proper way of pronouncing it, but Minister Lin, the Minister of Interior, Dr. Ye, the ICLPST, such a mouthful, isn't it? Director, Dr. Xiu, Secretary General of MOFA, Peter Tsai, fellow members of the Diplomatic Corps and ambassadors and representatives, Ms. Catherine Lincoln, Chair of the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy and co-chair of the ICLPST Board of Directors. I am honored this morning to offer a very few remarks on this auspicious occasion. This, the 50th anniversary of the ICLPST. 50 years ago, in 1968, the founders of this institution understood the critical importance of land to the social and economic development of countries and the well-being of their people. They articulated its purpose and objectives to be providing training and research for government officials, professionals, and scholars in various areas pertaining to land and agriculture, areas such as land and tax policies, urban and rural development, agrarian reform, demonstrating the beneficence of land distribution through peaceful and democratic means, bringing about social and economic prosperity through constructive land policies. And all of this was founded on the basis of the work that was going on in land reform and agrarian reform in Taiwan. Access to land has been and continues to be a most vexing issue for far too many of the world's people. I believe, understanding this, the ICLPST has sought to contribute to making it less so through the various training courses and research programs it has offered to nearly 1,800 participants from over 130 countries in various regions in Asia, Latin America and the Caribbean, the Pacific, and Europe. This is an average of 360 or so beneficiaries per year. These beneficiaries, one would believe, have gone on to play their role in the social and economic development and advancement of their countries through improved land and agricultural policies. This is a stellar contribution that Taiwan, through the ICLPST, has made to the international community in the land reform and agricultural development. This outstanding contribution of the ICLPST is a classic example of the important role Taiwan plays in international cooperation and development. I congratulate the ICLPST on this, the 50th anniversary of its founding. And furthermore, in the name of my own country, Belize, and I want to believe I can safely say on behalf of the countries that comprise the Diplomatic Corps, I thank you, ICLPST, and by extension, I thank you, Taiwan, for your unstinting generosity in sharing your knowledge, expertise, and critical resources in a quest for a sustainable future and an all-around better world. I thank you.
And we thank you, Your Excellency, Ambassador Madame Diana Haylock. Thank you for your wonderful words. Thank you, Madame. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the ICLPST in the past 50 years, as we've seen in our speeches and videos, had over 17,000 participants from over 132 countries. Now, our alumni, they're all very outstanding. After they finished our courses, they went home, they all had very outstanding contributions and achievements to their own country. Now, many alumni are here with us today, including alumni from Taiwan, alumni from Indonesia, India, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines. So, our alumni, please wave your hand. And our applause. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speech. Once again, we must acknowledge our huge delegation from Indonesia. Our delegations from Indonesia, please wave your hand. Thank you for coming. Terima kasih, terima kasih. Now, our keynote speech originally was to be given by Minister Sofyan Jalil from Indonesia, minister from the Ministry of Agrarian and Spatial Planning. However, he was called upon by the President of Indonesia for a very urgent mission, very urgent matter. So right now, he's very busy. He cannot come, but he sends his regard. However, coming here today for the keynote speech, let us welcome Dr. Budi Situmorang. Please, Director General, Spatial Utilization of Ministry of Agrarian and Spatial Planning, for the keynote speech. The theme is Indonesia Agrarian Reform and Systemic Comprehensive Land Registration.
Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Interior, Minister of Foreign Affairs, ambassadors and director of the ICLPST, distinguished participants of the 50th anniversary of International Center for Land Study and Training. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
It's my honor to be here today and gratitude on the 50th anniversary of the International Center for Land Study and Training, ICLPST. On behalf of my Minister Sofyan Jalil, I deeply appreciate for this celebration and express our gratitude for the effort made by the ICLPST in holding various trainings, courses, inviting participants from all over the world. It mentioned it's more than 130 countries. I believe those trainings have made many substantial contributions to the socio-economy of many countries, especially in the field of land and agriculture, as we experience in our country, Indonesia. Many Indonesian officials and professionals are alumni from this center and benefited a lot of knowledge from the training in the field of land policy, land administration, agrarian reform, land readjustment, and many others. Some of them, especially from Indonesia, are here. And I would like to introduce my colleagues from Indonesia. Can you stand up, please? Thank you. Distinguished participants and ladies and gentlemen, at the previous moment, I would like also inform you how Indonesia has developed in a lot aspect of the and continues improve and build the nation capacities in the land policy. I can build 2 Indonesian mine program right now in Indonesia. It's agrarian reform and the land registration. Those 2 main programs are stated in the National Medium Term of Development Plan 2050-2019, which targeted land distribution and legalization of 9 million hectare land for the people. Agrarian reform mainly is addressed to rearrange and manage a land ownership structure to achieve justice and prosperity. Simply, it can be inferred as a policy to reduce land ownership gap between the rich and the poor. It has two approaches, asset reform and access reform. The asset reform means to redistribute land owned by the government or the large company and legalize to the people. In certain circumstances as stated by the institution. Whereas the access reform deal with the empowering program to raise the people prosperity. The agrarian reform is divided into two main schemes, asset legalization and land distribution. The asset legalization is set up to certify 0.6 million hectares from the transmigration land and 3.9 million hectares from the people-owned land, which conduct by the systematic and comprehensive land registration. While land distribution is targeted to distribute 0.4 million hectares come from the ex-cultivation right, abandoned land, and other state-owned land. And the last 4.1 million hectares come from the release of the forest area. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, the agrarian reform is not only focused on the asset and access reform, but also cover the land management aspect as well. In order to improve our environment quality, the land policy regarding rearrangement of the land tenure and land use in accordance with the spatial planning is also very important. One of the instruments is the land consolidation to address issues related to land either in the urban and rural area in Indonesia. The challenges land consolidation in Indonesia is how to implement it, the theory, the concept of land consolidation in the urban area like in Jakarta and other dense cities. It requires good coordination between all the stakeholders, regulatory framework, and people participation. If this is done well, it could be one of the solutions on Indonesian urban issues, especially for the housing. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, the 9 million hectare agrarian reform target, however, is such a quite hard target because until 2016, Indonesia has experienced usually land legalization is only 500,000 hectares per year. But we target in 2070, we launch a mass legalization program to accelerate and achieve the target. What we call it systematic and comprehensive land registration. We call it PTSL in Indonesia, Program Pendaftaran Tanah Sistematik Lengkap. And surprisingly, in last year, Indonesia mapped more than 5 million parcels of the land and produced around 4.5 million land certificates, such a tremendous achievement, of course. The target is also gradually being increased in the coming years. This year and next year, the target is become 7 million and 9 million certificates, respectively. And by the 2025, Indonesia, all the parcels of land Indonesia must be registered. The beneficiary of this program, what Indonesia have already done, is one, is people would be safer by receiving and holding their land certificates. The second, the land certificate can be modified to the bank and get an access loan. The third one is reduce the land conflict. Indonesia have many conflict of land. And the last is use as a database to many aspects of development plan, taxation, and land acquisition. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished participants, this program has contributed quite significant in addressing several problems related to the land in Indonesia. During period of 2050-2070, this program has certified more than 34,000 hectares of the land transmigration, and more than 1.8 million hectares for the people-owned land, and also almost 200,000 hectares of the ex-cultivation and unused land right, abandoned land, and other state-owned land. Furthermore, the program covers not only asset legalization, but also followed by access reform to empower people by supervising, facilitating, assessing the capital syndication, marketing their product. Several success stories can be noted in several regions in Indonesia, as the people dairy farm in some regency. This is a collaboration access reform from between the government, people, and also for the private sector. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, again, I would like to thank you and express our gratitude to the ICLPST who already invited and involved many Indonesian officials and professionals. I believe this cooperation will be long-lasting and benefit both Indonesia, Thailand, and might be also for all countries that you are already invited. In closing, I wish the previous anniversary and the precious anniversary and seminar will be enrich our idea and concept and benefit us, Indonesia, especially in the field of land and agriculture development. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Director General Dr. Budi Sirmarang. Thank you for your wonderful presentation and your kind words. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, if you remember the film that we've showed you, I'm sure you remember this very important key person. He is the heart and soul of our 50 years of the ICLPST. He is Dr. David Lincoln. He co-founded our center. He participated in its establishment. He is, in fact, the founding board member. He was the co-chair, board of directors, from the year 1969 to 2001. Then, in the year 2002, he handed over his position to his daughter, Madame Catherine Lincoln. And, however, he continued to be a very active member in the board of directors. We're sad to say that Dr. David Lincoln has passed away in March of 2017, last year. So, we're now paying tribute to him. And so please welcome our senior member of our center, Mr. Francis Lee, for the tribute to Dr. David Lincoln.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to share with you how we remember Dr. Lincoln. What we saw in Dr. Lincoln was the personification of an idea that made changes in many. He was inspired by Henry George, the 19th century economist and philosopher, who called for taxation of land as a social and economic solution to social and economic inequality, an idea akin to the founding father of the Republic of China, Dr. Sun Yat-sen's idea of equalization of land rights, which was written into Constitution. Espousing these ideas, Dr. Lincoln worked with the ROC government and gave birth to the ICLPST, an idea realized in its first step. Dr. Lincoln's guidance at the ICLPST board is both intellectual and affectionate. This helps the ICLPST move ahead of time and expand from land reform issues to agriculture and rural development, farmland and urban land policy, and land taxation. These expansions significantly impact class dynamics and enlarge alumni base to 17,789 from 132 countries up to now. They all occupied important positions, including minister, ambassador, congressman, and even vice president. The ICLPST has a special place in their heart, as evidenced by our returning alumni here with us today. Here we are today to celebrate ICLPST's 50th anniversary, while recalling the genesis of this center as an idea, a belief of Dr. Lincoln turned to fruition and still achieving and pursuing beyond its half-century's existence. Our heart is saddened with the passing of Dr. Lincoln in March. His contributions to and love for the ICLP and the ROC have been taken to heart by our President Tsai Ing-wen, who presents a presidential citation to express our country's deepest gratitude to his benevolence to the ROC and the world through the ICLPST, and to express our heartfelt condolences to his family. The President's citation reads, in a tribute to Dr. David C. Lincoln, Presidential Citation number 1345, Dr. David C. Lincoln, an American national who was a founding board member of the International Center for Land Policy Studies and Training, ICLPST, was a man of compassion, erudition, and deep insight. Possessing ambition and principle alike, Dr. Lincoln contributed to the public welfare through his work as an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and civic leader, befitting his character and profound ideals. In addition to being a founding member and co-chair of the Taiwan-US ICLPST, representing the United States at the organization in assisting with land tax regulations and reforms, and supporting the development of Taiwan's agricultural sector and economy, Dr. Lincoln also served as chair of the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy, where he remained an active board member throughout his life. Dr. Lincoln assisted personnel from developing countries to visit Taiwan for research and training, and promoted international cooperation and exchange. His dedication to spreading the experience of successful reform embodied social fairness and justice, and his thoughtfulness was always complemented by timely action. Well known for his contributions to the people's livelihood, Dr. Lincoln was dedicated to developing human resources, and his numerous specialist works remain a clear and significant testament to his far-reaching knowledge. The government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, previously honored Dr. Lincoln with the Order of Brilliant Star with a special cravat, the Order of Brilliant Star with a violet grand cordon, and a first-class interior medal, attesting to his long-standing and staunch support of Taiwan. His dedication to the study of land and agricultural policies in Taiwan made tremendous contributions to this country. Earning our heartfelt respect, we offer our sincere condolences upon learning the sad news of Dr. Lincoln's passing, and offer this tribute as an expression of our profound gratitude to him and his family. Tsai Ing-wen, President, Lai Ching-te, Premier, May 11th, 2018.
Thank you, Francis. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to commemorate Dr. David Lincoln, his lifetime achievement and contributions, our government would like to present the presidential citation from our president, Madam President Tsai Ing-wen. So please welcome Ministry of Foreign Affairs Secretary General Mr. Peter Tsai to come on stage to present the presidential citation to the daughter of Dr. David Lincoln, Madam Catherine Lincoln. Please come onto the stage to accept the presidential citation. Thank you. Madam Catherine Lincoln is also the co-chair of ICLPST and Board of Directors and chair of the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy. The presidential citation. The photo, please. And now we present the English translation. The English translation. Yes, it's translated. So, another photo together with the English translation. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Secretary General. Thank you so much. Please be seated. And now, your speech, Madame Catherine Lincoln.
Oh, I'm not going to make a speech. I'm not. I'm just going to say a few words. First of all, it's an incredible honor to be here again with this amazing community. And the honor that you have bestowed upon my father and indeed my family will be long remembered and very much appreciated. So I thank you all very much for this. If Dad were here, and we miss him, he's here, he's just in spirit, but if he were here physically, he would say, oh, what's all the fuss about? Let's get on with the work. Let's celebrate the people who are doing the work and who are doing the amazing things around the globe that started in this little tiny idea in Taiwan and has grown and blossomed into an amazing institution that is known worldwide. 132 countries, almost 18,000 people. I have to say that because all the speeches in front of me said that, so I have to repeat it again. All of those countries, all of those people are having an amazing impact. I liken it, as I think my dad would as well, to a pebble that gets dropped into a calm lake. And you might not see the ripple when it gets to the other shore, but it's certainly there, and it certainly has an impact as it goes that way. He was always about the work. He was always about what's next. Yes, let's celebrate this, but let's think about how we can think about the next 50 years. How are we going to grow and change and be flexible in an organization to continue to improve the way people think about the subjects that are so important to us, that are not as transparent, perhaps, to other people, but are so basic and important? So his legacy here is each of you, each of the participants, each of the colleagues that we know. That's his legacy, because you are here celebrating this place that we all know and love so much. So again, I am deeply honored to represent the family and to thank you so much for this amazing citation. And I am equally happy for the English version, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Our applause to Madame Catherine Lincoln. And of course, in tribute to Dr. David Lincoln, who passed away just in March of 2018 this year. Thank you so much. Thank you. We all love Dr. David Lincoln. Thank you very much, Catherine. Ladies and gentlemen, now moving on to our also a very important part of our event today, the launching ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the launching ceremony. This marks the 50th anniversary of ICLPST. So please join me in welcoming Minister Lin from the Council of Agriculture, Minister Ye from the Ministry of Interior, and Secretary General Mr. Peter Tsai from Ministry of Foreign Affairs to please come onto the stage. And also once again, Catherine, we need you again on stage for this very important launching ceremony. And also please welcome Ambassador from the Republic of Palau, Ambassador, Your Excellency, Dilmay Okira. Ambassador Dilmay Okira, please join us on stage. Thank you for your applause, our applause. And also, once again, Dr. Budi Sidomorang, we need you again. Thank you. This is for the launching ceremony. As some of our participants know, 6 is a very lucky number for us, all right? So we have 6 participants. Now, I need your help. I need your help. Please, ladies and gentlemen, your right hand and your left hand. Okay. Get ready to put it on the magic ball. However, not yet. We count down together, okay? Can we do that? Hey, 50th anniversary. Let's count down together, okay? Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please put your hand on the magic ball. Ladies and gentlemen, the 50th anniversary of the International Center for Land Policy Studies and Training. 50 years! Happy anniversary! Thank you, thank you. Please pose for the photo. Thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say ICLPST, you say happy anniversary, okay? 1, 2, 3. ICLPST. Thank you, thank you. Please stay, please stay. Another photo. Please welcome our distinguished guests and USA board members, please. We have 6 more on stage. Director, please. Our US board members, distinguished guests, 6 plus 6, 12. 6, a lucky number. We want more, another 6, please. Do this photo again, okay? ICLPST. And then you say, happy anniversary, okay? We can do this, we can do this. Thank you for joining us, our US board members and our distinguished guests. So, one more group photo, big smile. First photo, a big smile. Our media friends, big smile. Our photographer in the center, please, a big smile. All right. Now, the thumbs up again, thumbs up again. ICLPST! Thank you! Happy anniversary! 50 years, we're still going on strong. Thank you so much. Thank you for your applause. Now, as if this photo is not enough, we want to do one more super grand photo outside on the stairway. Outside on the stairway. So please, ladies and gentlemen, 诸位部长，我们移驾到外面楼梯口再拍一张 one more super grand photo on the stairway. Please, thank you. Okay, we're gonna do this together, okay? I need everybody. First, yes, everybody. So, now, but we have to do it in part because we want to have your positions are all set, okay? So, our distinguished guests are moving towards the stairway, and now, ladies and gentlemen, please look at me. This column and this column, row 1, row 2, row 3. Please, let us also move forward. Our other guests, please wait, okay? We do this part by part because we want to cram in the positions accurately. We have positions set accurately. Okay, now, please listen to me. Hear me, hear me, hear me. Thank you for your attention. This column and this column, all the rest of the rows, all the rest of the rows. Please. Take your positions, okay? Now, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This column, now please, let us move forward to the stairway. Okay, we move in parts because we have positions set. We don't want to cram everybody. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, this column, please let us move for the super grand photo. 大合照, 大合照. Super grand photo.